Coming to the stage is a woman who's been an entertainer her whole life. From the TV screen to the big screen to her own personal stage, she's captivated audience around the globe. Whether you know her as I'm Unique or Renee, her characters are sure to leave an impression on you. Please welcome to the stage the hilarious, multi-talented, and fellow tourist, Bresha Webb. Y'all put y'all hands together.
I gotta give a hand clap to that. That was really beautiful.
Oh, yeah, we respect you, Bresha Webb. We went down your IMDb. We looked at your credits. We saw all the talented things you done.
Oh, well, thank you.
Bresha be booked.
Amen.
If she don't do nothing else, she takes acting roles and money.
Yes, I do.
You
know one thing about Taurus is we gonna get our check.
We gon' collect. That's I-E-R. See, it's Fredericks. That ain't pronounced like that. Throw that second E. They'll cash it either way. But I want to make sure it's good.
Amen.
All right, let's go all the way back.
Okay.
Okay, because Bresha's from Baltimore.
Yes, right, Baltimore.
Okay. Bresha Webb, tell us what little Bresha was like growing up.
A ball of energy.
I can imagine that.
Yeah, I've calmed down quite a bit.
Have you?
Yeah, I think so. I've refined it. You know, I've centered it and focused it.
You're channeling it.
I'm channeling, exactly.
I imagine that. So tell us about Edmonton Village.
Oh, Edmonton Village.
Yeah.
You want to talk about the EV? I mean, I'm around Edmonton Village. Like, my mom went to Edmonton Village High School. My brother did too, but we adjacent to the hood. Right?
Oh, okay.
So, my grandmother and all of them, they in the hood, they in the thick of it, Baltimore City. I was adjacent, I had one street, we had trees, we had grass.
Got it.
Nice,
Got it.
Baltimore City.
Baltimore City. So tell us about your childhood. Were you raised in the church?
Absolutely.
Tell us about it.
Monday through Monday. Just Deacon and Deaconess Webb and, Deacon Webb's, we was there all day. My first words were, can we go home?
Man.
Yes. I was one of those kids, just performing and dancing. I was a praise dancer.
Were you?
Yes, I was.
What was your best praise dance experience where you were like, oh, no, we really kind of we ushered in the spirit?
Well, that was every time in my book.
Every time?
Every time in my book.
Every time y'all did the seatbelt?
Yes. I was by myself because I was a professional. I was classically trained.
Classically trained
so
praise
there was
dancer.
no fingers like this, and, I was ballet, I was, the performer.
Graceful.
But I did weddings and funerals.
Did you really?
Yes. I was brought in for weddings.
What does a praise dance song at a funeral look like?
What's that song? It was a couple songs for the grannies. They really liked me to dance for the grannies. And it was my grandmother loved you in your white dress twirling down the aisle.
That's that white
if
dress.
You could just give a dance. That would really touch the hearts, and that's what we would do. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So is it true your dad was a singer and your mom was a dancer?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And is that in the church or were they secular?
Well, my mom toured Europe.
Really?
Yes. So she was a classically trained dancer, modern. She danced with Alvin Ailey. She was the dancer.
Wow.
Yeah. So she was, she had her day jobs and things like that, and she was in social work and things like that. But she was a dancer. Yeah. She was a dancer, She was a dancer, and Daddy, he performed with different groups, and he also toured Europe singing gospel.
Your parents was out here.
Yeah, so they made me.
Yeah. So you were literally born entertaining. When did you know, oh man, this might be something I can do for a living, not just for fun or not just for God. I'll just give some to the world.
When I got my first check. Got my first check at 9.
Did you really get paid
I
at 9?
did. I was in regional theater, center stage in Baltimore City. I beat out 3,000 girls for Fences. And
Fences?
Yeah, Fences. I was a theater actress.
Wait, what part did you play in Fences?
Right now, I was the illegitimate.
You was his new little babe that gave Troy you was the spark of light?
Yes, it was a spark of light. I was a spark of light. Okay.
Wow.
I did press. I was the shit back then.
How long did you do? You can cuss.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
because
good.
I got stuff. I'm still working on it.
How long were you doing right now?
I did it for like 2 months, 3 months. I was getting out of school early for matinees. Wow,
child star. You had a Coogan account?
Yes. No, I had no Coogan account. But I did make it rain one summer. I got to go to King's Dominion as many times as I wanted to, and that, you couldn't tell me I was not living.
I ain't heard of King's Dominion in a minute. So is it true your mom took you to New York to audition for the role of Annie?
Mm-hmm.
All right, tell us about that.
Oh, well. Well, I was obsessed with Broadway, and I really wanted to be a star.
Mm-hmm.
And, Broadway, when I thought of that, was Annie.
Yeah.
And so she was like, you know what, we're going to just calm this baby down. We're going to take her to New York, and we're going to audition. She's going to go to the audition, and then she not going to get it. But at least we went, because there ain't no black Annies.
Right.
There ain't no black Annies.
Yeah.
But what they didn't know was that Bresha was going to show up today. Okay, so I went in there guns a-blazing like, tomorrow, like giving them all the juice. My parents taught me a song. They were like, do you have a song that you want to sing? And I sang an Aretha Franklin song that was totally inappropriate. Do Right Woman.
What?
Yes. And
Do Right Woman to audition for Annie?
Yes, at
as
8 years old.
As a little 8-year-old black child.
An 8-year-old black girl.
What is Do Right Woman? I'm not familiar with that.
If you wanna do right all days, woman, you gotta be a do right all night man.
Marcus always says Bresha is the oldest young woman I know. I didn't realize it started at 8. What made you be like, what's going to really kill him is this Rita.
No, Rita. That was my dad's favorite singer. And he was like, Bresha, you got a good voice on you, and you got that good high pitch, so it do right.
Did you really do this?
Yes, and I gave him a shimmy.
At 8?
At 8. And let me tell you, that got me a call back.
No way.
That got me a call back, and they was like, yeah, we'll have you back. We'll have you back next week. My mother said, we can't come back next week. I got a job.
You got to book it today or she can't do it. Tell the choir the competition is out.
That's what happened. And she was like, well, you can call her tomorrow.
That's hilarious. Yeah, Black parents ain't got, that's why my kids had to get out. I'm not going to be driving y'all up and down the 101. Y'all got to make it on the first time.
Yes.
I'm not sitting in traffic for y'all dreams.
I had an audition for the Bernie Mac show. I got all the way to the end of it. Like when they're about to cast you and stuff. And I was, my mom and dad didn't know what the hell they was doing. All them callbacks going back to D.C. and Philly and Virginia. They was like, what the hell? Look, you need to go to school, okay? Get your degree, and then you try this on your own time. I got full-time job. And a brother, we ain't got time for this. We're about to get divorced. No,
so did that hold you back? Your parents having to feed you?
Absolutely. If I had my license and I had my shit, I would have been a star. I could have been Keke Palmer. Okay? I was ready. Okay? Baltimore, D.C., DMV did not, they was holding me back. I knew where I belonged, in L.A. That's why when it came up time to go to college, I said, only one school for me, CalArts. Get me the fuck out of here.
Really?
Yes.
So you said forget anything Baltimore, New York. You came all the way down to CalArts.
It's cold in New York. It doesn't match my outfits. I already saw what New York brought. Everybody looked like my cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, look they got the same flavor over here. I belong on Disney, Nickelodeon. I'm happy. They cast The Wire out of my high school.
Did
they? Baltimore School for the Arts. Because we looked depressed. We looked dark. We were like, we are here for art. They saw me at the cast and they were like, you are just so cute.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Adorable.
You could have been Snoop.
Adorable, 80-year-old.
Yeah.
I'm going to be adorable forever.
You're going to be, when you brought 67, they're going to be, look at Bresha's Webb. Black don't crack.
That's right.
She's going to be 70 looking just how you look.
This,
nobody knows how old Bresha Webb is.
Thank you.
She's either 28 or 73. No one
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad.
So you right before you went to CalArts, let's talk about the Baltimore school system placing teachers. How did that happen?
Placing teachers?
Yeah, you said you took a job with the Baltimore school system.
Oh, I did. Because I wanted to avoid becoming an actress at all. Because I knew if I didn't make it big, I was going to live in my car. Because if you watch the E! True Hollywood Stories, they would all get on crack. and live in their car, and then some role or someone would discover them, and then they
Right.
would become famous. So I was like, Lord, I can't live in my car, and I don't want to do crack. So I said, you know what, let's try to be normal for a couple of years. So I worked for the Baltimore City Public School System in special needs, and I placed teachers in special need courses, and good morning. This is Bresha Webb, Baltimore School. Baltimore.
Oh, that's
I had
that
a
work
regular
voice.
had a regular job.
That's you. Did you have the keys jangling with the little lanyard?
I didn't because I worked in a nice office.
Oh,
I
okay.
dressed up nice, and I wanted to be normal, and then I wanted to die.
So you come out to LA, you go to Cal Arts. Would you say that you gained, or what would you say that you gained from starting there as opposed to like going right into the rat race of audition and all that stuff?
I think for sure I was able to like ground myself and like know that I was talented enough to be in LA.
Yeah.
Coming out to LA, everybody is moving and shaking,
Yeah.
and you don't want to get lost in the thing. So to just hone my craft and get to know some crazy people. LA is a different vibe than Baltimore City.
Yeah.
And New York.
Yeah.
So I had to learn a couple things and see some stuff.
Well, tell us about that adjustment period from Baltimore, because it is and Baltimore, one of my favorite cities. Don't look, I'm dead serious. I love the people. I love the crab legs.
Wow.
This black dude, when I was there last time, he yelled Kev, and I didn't know he was a fan.
Oh.
He said, "You're."
Oh, yeah. That's
And I was
us.
like, "Oh, snap!" And
Yeah.
he was like, "What you scared for, stupid?"
Yeah, stupid.
Yeah, and then he was a fan.
Yeah. Okay.
But I love that city, but it is very different from Los Angeles. So what was that like coming all the way across culturally, weather, all that stuff?
I mean, well, I went to a very predominantly white school, Caucasian, very Caucasian, and I was like the only black girl in my class, and I was black. I was wearing rollers to school with Chinese slippers, so you can guess what year that was.
Yeah, now they know how old you might be. them beauty store slippers.
Yes.
That puts you in a time
puts you
period.
right
If you wore that
there.
in high school, that gives you about a 5-year time period where that was what everybody had.
And you couldn't tell me nothing. I was hot, I was like, I'm gonna do this downward dog. I'm gonna do my exercises for theater and all of this, and my roller rap because I have somewhere to go after. But I mean, it was different. I got to see like what it took to show up to an audition correctly, and the people are, it's a little different. Salads and no chicken boxes, no half and half.
Right. Oh, half and half.
Yeah, no half and half. And now I came here and I found out that that's an Arnold Palmer.
Yes.
That's an Arnold Palmer.
That's a very different half and
And
half.
soy sauce is not suey sauce. So just language in itself was a new thing for me. There's not an L in salmon.
No.
It's not salmon.
That's how y'all set it down to the Baltimore?
Yeah. Not proud of it. Not proud of it.
So you graduate Cal Arts, and is it true that you started working at Costco selling chicken sausage?
Absolutely.
Specifically chicken sausage?
Yes.
How do you get
$17 an hour.
How did you get a job selling chicken sausage specifically?
Yeah. Well, I had a friend in college, and that's another thing. I gained all these friends. I was homecoming queen. We don't even have a football team. But I had all these friends. And so, we were all like, and everybody knew I did not want to live out of my car and become a crackhead. So they were like, Brisha, I got a job for you. I just got this job working at Costco, and I heard that they make $17 an hour. And these people came up to me about their chicken sausage, and I'm about to sell them, trying to put a group together. And I was like, you're going to put a group together? So we're going to go to all the Costco's, and we're going to flip this sausage. We're going to sell this sausage, and we're going to flip it, and we can take some sausage home so we'll never be hungry. And we had a whole system. So me and my girl, Jessica, we sold chicken sausage.
Wait, to Costco?
Yeah, well, like the little setups, like when you go in
Like
Costco,
the sample.
the samples.
Okay,
yeah.
so you were
So
in.
we were hired by this sausage company to go to all the Costco's and give the samples.
Wait,
I
I
was
didn't even know that's how that worked.
Yeah, because some companies, they take out a
Like a display.
Yeah, they get the displays out, and like they pretty much just they like lease themselves to
Wow.
Costco's.
Did you have a certain pitch? Like, were you paid by the sausage or just by the?
We were paid by the sausage and Costco, so that's where the check came in.
Got it.
Understand? Because it's always about a check. So I sold the chicken sausage, and I started working. I got my first role, my first audition. Praise God.
What was that?
What was it?
Was it Lifetime Serious State of Mind?
Oh my God. It was. I was a teenage mom who gets her baby taken away by Child Protective Services. Something about my face just says struggle and take her baby. She's adorable. She doesn't know what the fuck she's doing. And I have to cry because I'm poor. I did that on Lincoln Heights. I did it on a Plus Row show. So that was my thing.
You were we need a poor mom who's cute but struggling.
You want to help her, but she's like our B story. She's not our A story. She's our B story. You know, the baby's dying of lead poisoning. That actually was one of the premises. The baby has lead poisoning because he can't eat nothing else. We hungry. Like, that was... I got lead poisoning too. Just trying to get a job at Walmart. I left the baby in the bathroom. It just keeps escalating. I was like, these are white writers. I'm sorry, but they don't know what the fuck they was talking about. But I did it. I got my check, and I sold chicken sausage on the weekends. And I would print it out, and I would give it out at the thing.
So you was acting and selling chicken sausage?
Absolutely.
How long were you doing both?
For about 6 months. 6 months.
Wow.
Selling chicken sausage. Had a freezer full of chicken sausage.
I was going to ask you, did you live off that?
I did.
Do you still eat chicken sausage now?
Hell fucking no. I passed that thing so quickly. I still to this day have flashbacks. Like that I know the intricacies of like the wrapping, the casing. I was like, this is vegan. This casing is vegan. Oh, this is straight pork. It's chicken, but it's pork casing. I can't do it. I'm so allergic that I cut out the casing when I do Italian sausage. I cut it out. I can't do it.
Really?
Yeah, I know my sausage.
I can't eat Burger King no more because I work there. It just makes me sick. That's hilarious. You said breakfast chicken sausage. Reese's like, no.
No. I mean, I knew I perfected. Because, I can cook a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, everybody come over my house. Because, we were all poor artists.
Yeah.
So they'd be like, Bresha cooking chicken sausage and spinach and potatoes, and I'll go to 99-cent store. I was poor. We was up there, and we thought we was living large because we get them big things like Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
And keep it in the freezer. We was, you open it up, you were like, look, we going to get that Jack Daniels out. And the chicken sausage. We was prime eating that Carlo Rossi. Couldn't tell us nothing.
Carlo Rossi?
Yes.
That's wine by the bucket.
That's wine by the bucket. Couldn't tell us nothing. We were lavish.
So tell us about American Mall.
Oh, that's a High School Musical movie. It was supposed to do really great, but the Olympics came on. It's real life. On MTV, I thought I was going to be the next. It was like Vanessa Hudgens, here I come. Here I am. Had my curly afro. I was playing the part of the black best friend.
Right.
Nina Dobrev, she took off afterwards. I was like, my turn's next. Nope. Sang my song. It was like, she sings, she dances, she's great. Nothing, crickets. I did my Britney Spears voice.
What's your Britney Spears voice?
I do it really well. Yeah, I do it really well, and they were like really like at the mall, hanging with her friends, circulating spend. I did that so good. They were like, oh my God, she's back! She's got the voice for a High School Musical. This is great.
But the Olympics came on.
The Olympics came on. Michael Phelps won that year. We were trash. We were trash.
That was a big story, though, that summer. That's all we heard about. Yes. Michael Phelps has a 6,000 calorie diet. Yep. And I was like, when he does it, it's fine.
It's fine.
But when everybody else does it, it's a problem. Oh, he can do it. Everybody celebrate when Michael Phelps eats 6,000 calories. I do that every weekend. Don't nobody come celebrate me.
Nobody cares. Oh, my God.
Oh.
That's the worst thing. I had a party.
Uh-huh.
And everybody wanted to watch the Olympics. Turn the channel. Turn the channel. I was like, guys, this is my breakthrough moment. This is my breakthrough moment. Turn the channel.
to your premiere party was like, this is cool, Bresha, but he finna
watching
race.
it on the other TV. The living room was empty. Everybody was in my friend's room watching it.
Oh, no.
That was my life.
Dang, Bresha, that's cold.
Yeah, I feel like God keeps me humble.
That's cold, y'all. You can watch the Olympics later. This is her moment.
We didn't have DVR back then.
Oh, that is appointment viewing TV.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, Bresha, you'll have a rerun. This Michael Phelps is happening right now.
Right now. Right now, we didn't have the apps.
So you used to after Chicken Sausage.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You worked front desk jobs and did voiceover work?
Absolutely.
So you're big in the voiceover world.
Absolutely.
How tell us about that world? This is a whole world I'm familiar with. I want to take a quick break from the show to talk to you about one of our sponsors for today's episode, BetterHelp. Listen, how well would you take care of your car if you had to keep the same one your entire life? You would make sure it was okay. You get the oil change, you get it washed, spark plugs changed, new battery, carburetor switched out, you wash it, you make sure the tires, your life would depend on the health of your car. Now, what about the health of your brain, your mind, your mental health? That's equally, if it not more important, to make sure you have a great quality of life. And you're just going about it, you're just not checking. Not at all, not doing things to make sure your mental health is A-okay in tip-top shape. How our minds are affects our quality of life. If you're stressed, frustrated, depressed, angry, anxious, you're struggling, your life's gonna be a struggle. Life's gonna be a struggle, and I don't want it to be a struggle for you. So listen here, I want you to hit up the people at BetterHelp. Okay, my life has been severely improved since I started therapy. Okay, I've been going since about 2020. My life as a person, my marriage, my fatherhood, my friends, everything has been better, and I want you to have that with BetterHelp. Okay, BetterHelp is online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat online therapy sessions. Okay, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. You don't have to drive if you don't want to. You don't have to drive, period. You can do it from the comfort of your own home, bathroom, garage, on a walk. I've done all of those things, okay? It's more affordable than in-person therapy. You can be matched with a therapist in under 48 hours. Listen this. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/stage. That's BetterHelp.com/stage. Take advantage, increase your life, increase your happiness. All right, now back to the show.
Oh, well, when I was in college, I was always about that check. I'm a hustler.
Yeah.
In Baltimore City and LA, watch out.
Yeah.
You're going to make it. So CalArts is really known for their animation department. Mm-hmm. And so they had posters around that they wanted to do. They were doing cartoons and they were submitting to Sesame Street and some other things. So they never really crossed schools, and for some reason, they never hired actors. They would just try to do the voices themselves. So I went into their department, and I was like, I saw this, and it's a black little boy. Mm-hmm. I know I can do this voice.
A black little boy?
A black little boy. I was like, I know I can do a voice for this little boy. Do y'all have any black students? No. So let me try. And so I did a voiceover that eventually got signed by Sesame Street and was on Sesame Street. So I had my first credit, really, outside of school.
Wow.
And that helped me get a voiceover agent. And then I started booking really quickly because I could do so many different voices, just not knowing what the hell I was doing in the beginning.
You had no, voiceover acting training?
Nope.
So how did you, what did you pull from?
I'm crazy.
So these are just the voices that were in your head.
Yeah, it was like, Grand Theft Auto, and I would be in there with big actresses, what's my girl from Mad TV that plays characters?
The Asian lady.
No, the black woman. What's her name? Oh my.
She played Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Is it Deborah?
Deborah.
Now
come on, that's my goddess. She's great. But anywho, she does a lot of the voices too. But I was doing video games and stuff. So Grand Theft Auto, I was always the lady. Get out the car! It was like, she's running. This is what's going on in the scene. I was like, get your hands off of me, nigga!
If I play Grand Theft Auto, I could hear you doing that.
Yeah, I'm in a lot of video games, just yelling. Deborah Wilson.
That's
her. I love her. And
Yeah,
she's like
great.
real like goddess. She's all like goddess. You are a goddess. Yes, that's my girl right there. I love her. But she would be in there, like everybody I love would be in these things. And I was like, oh, I got to get in there and play with them.
Wow.
And we would just be yelling at each other. You know, just like.
I thought voiceover, you were in there by yourself.
Sometimes, and sometimes you can feed off of each other.
Mm.
So I did a lot of cartoons that way. And
Wow.
just doing, and then I became the little black boy. Because I could do a black boy.
We have to hear your little black boy
Let me
voice.
see if I still have it. Let me.
Please, take however much time you need.
Let me see.
Yeah, so I was there, and then no one else was there, you know?
Wow.
Yeah.
If I didn't see you,
Yeah.
if I was just like looking at an animated voice, I would 1000% believe that.
Yeah, I was just talking like this, like a little frown in my throat. And then if he was bad, you know, you put some stuff on there like that.
This is impressive.
Mm-hmm.
So
But yeah, now I play Nibbles on Housebroken.
What?
Which is a deranged hamster. We're in our second season. Everybody's on there.
Nibbles.
Nipples.
That crazy done paid off.
You're crazy to pay it up. Get me my check. I'm telling you, I could have been famous a long time ago. My parents held me back.
Bresha was gonna get her check from the government or from Hollywood, but she was gonna get
I
that
was gonna
check.
get a check. Okay, like I come from a family of hustlers. You
Wow.
was either walking the streets or you was making a check.
Well, you picked your way. So let's go to the year 2008. Okay, you book a couple guest stars and then the role of Dr. Laverne St. John
Yes,
on a little show called ER.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about that process. How did you get that role?
You know, I gotta think back now. How did I get it? You know what? I had an afro. These are facts. They liked the afro, Bresha. The afro Bresha was getting booked. Okay? I was buying that hair in bulk. Once I realized that them people liked that Bresha and the afro, that afro made more money than I did. Okay? So they like the afro Bresha. And, you know, she comes in there and she's got her words together. And, you know, and I think the casting director just really loved my afro.
More than anything you
More
brought to the
than
table.
anything. He was like, your hair is just so beautiful. I was like, it is.
So he didn't know it was a wig?
No, it wasn't a wig. It was a weave.
A weave.
Because back then I wasn't a wigature. I wasn't in my wigatry then. I wasn't in my wigatry bag. I didn't know I could transform so many times. You know, back then you had to know what it was.
Yeah.
You know, are you McDonald's wig? You know, like me and Angel, that's where we met. And that's when we were able to combine.
Oh, Angel was on ER?
Yes.
Oh.
Come on now. You did her.
I didn't know that. That's amazing. Oh, that makes so much
That
sense.
makes so much sense. That's where we met.
Okay.
Yeah, so she didn't know. She was like, who this cute little bitch with this afro coming here to take my job? Because she was a cute black girl. You know, so she
And
was
heaven
like,
forbid they have two on one show.
it's not enough room.
One guy, they was going to give you a baby, you was going to die in childbirth. Or Angel was going to die in
Yeah.
childbirth. One of y'all had to die.
We had one of us. She was like, I'm a nurse. So who this bitch? And I had on a white coat. I was like, hi, I'm Bresha. Just so happy. She looking at me like, this bitch coming for my check. Then she realized I was a doctor. And then she was like, okay, we could be cool.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, but it was fun. It was a fun process. Angela Bassett came on for the last season. I think they only really kept me so I could meet Angela Bassett because I loved her. And I like kind of freaked out. And the writers really just wanted to see me freak out. Because me and Angel were the entertainment offset.
Yeah.
Like we were always cracking jokes. A lot of people like, what's her name? Nazrin? She was on SNL. It was a lot of people coming in up and through there, and they were like, "You got to do sketch. You got to do stand up. Like y'all are so funny."
Yeah.
And then we'd be like, "Okay," and then we would do it. So,
Is that how you got into stand up?
pretty much?
Really?
Yeah. Me and Angel is a peer pressure person. You know, she can just. This is what we're doing.
Yes.
And so that's what she did.
Yeah.
She was like, "They said we're funny. So we gonna go see this guy. He was on set with us, and he was an extra. And he always was talking about how he was doing stand-up. And he was like, you know what? We're going to come and support you. You had to pay all this money just to sit there and 2 drink minimum. I was like, nigga, this better be good. And it wasn't. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. And Angel sat up there with me and Denora, and she said, we're funnier than him. We're going to go up there and do it. I was like, Angel, you're freaking nuts. She was like, we're going to do it. And we did it.
That night?
Not that night.
Okay. Y'all went and...
We took a class, Pretty
Yeah.
Funny Women, and that kind of gave us the, that was the thing. You needed to go on stage and do it, and you had support of women. But yeah, by that time, after that was over, we were comedians.
Wow. Is this how you met your mentors?
Doing stand-up. But Jamie and I met on set of Love That Girl. And they it happened all around that same time because I was on ER, and then I went and did a couple more, pregnant, stressed out moms, teenage mothers. And then, Love That Girl came up. And then when I did the audition, Bentley Kyle Evans and Martin Lawrence and all of them were like, you need to do stand-up. Wow. And I was like, what the hell? But my girlfriend just told me we ain't going to do stand-up. It's crazy. So it just kind of worked out.
So you were on Love That Girl in 2010. You took a first season, and then Tatiana Ali left, and you were promoted.
Yes.
What did that feel like?
It felt like I was going to get a bigger check. That's what it felt like, and it was. And I thank God.
Man.
Yeah, but it was great. It was a crash course into comedy. I learned. I mean, I credit that show for a lot of my success, but just a lot of me learning fast on my feet. So many people came through that show. Charlie Murphy, Snoop, we had so many people. I got to work with Martin Lawrence. So many people came through that show that were just so awesome and kind of cradled me and just was like, you can do this. Improv. I mean, I was doing improv in college, but on that level, being swift and learning stuff on your feet, learning camera, learning how to memorize lines really quickly because we were doing sometimes 90 pages a day.
90?
Yeah. We were straight out kicking 30 episodes in 2 weeks. We was
90 pages?
Yeah.
How?
I don't know. Crack.
You said you weren't on that crack.
No.
You did everything you could.
I did everything I could.
You needed it to.
No, I did not do crack. My mother's watching. I've never done crack. Okay, seriously. But on Love That Girl, it was you were just going. It was just a crash course. And they were just experts at comedy.
Wow.
It was just really fast.
Wow.
Really, really fast. Hair changes, everything that we were doing at that time.
So did you have the lines memorized or did you rely on the improv?
No, I had my lines memorized. I really don't know this person that was in that time. I don't know that person. That person was crazy. I look back and I'll be looking at the show sometimes if I catch it on TV and I was like, I did that all in one day. I remembered we had 4 costume changes, hair changes, lipstick changes, and I was just learning.
Wow.
Holy Spirit carried me through.
For reference, guys, and this is not even exaggerating, a lot for Hollywood is 5 pages. Nowadays, most productions are doing 2 to 3 pages a day. Tyler, I did 10 pages, which was people were freaking out. Yeah. Tyler does 25.
Yeah, when we did Fall from Grace, we filmed that whole movie in 5 days.
The whole film?
The whole film. And I think I only worked 4 of them. It was just look, some people rely on drugs. I rely on the Jesus. And the Jesus, you got to be swift on your feet.
Man.
You got to be swift on your feet. You know these words? Well, you're going to learn them right now because the lines are coming. And Cicely Tyson is looking you in your face, and you better figure it out.
What was that like?
Incredible.
Cicely Tyson and you
Felicia Rashad. I mean, Crystal Fox. These are actors.
Mm-hmm. Were you intimidated at all?
I didn't have time. You walk on set. You are this bitch. You are a lawyer. You are in the world. You got to get this woman off death row.
You ain't got time to be like, I remember you from the Cosby Show.
No.
Shut up.
Pass me the tea. I didn't have time. I think I work better that way. And if I have more time to think, I get in my own way. So, but hey, everybody has their thing.
Everybody has their thing. So let's back up from there. I want to talk about 2012. Okay, this is when I found you, which is the most important part of your career.
I remember meeting you. Let's see if you remember.
I remember. So
okay.
The video is Stuff Tiny Says.
Oh.
Okay? This is around the time where that blank people say started many a career.
First of all, I have to. You said blank.
Yeah, I haven't decided where God wants me with cussing yet. If
See, and I feel like such a failure.
No, go ahead. Say it for people.
I don't want to say it. I've already swore so many times on this here channel, and this place is sanctified.
God is still working on me. I'm going to cuss soon.
He's working on me, too. He said, obviously not today. But we give him the glory. Amen.
You were one of the... So this video goes crazy viral. You were doing a Tiny impression. And I don't think many of us had seen a Tiny impression.
I didn't know I could do a Tiny impression.
Really?
I didn't. It kind of just came out of nowhere. Like, yeah, it was just my friend was just like, we were watching one of their shows, like Family Business or something. Yep. And she just said something, and I was like, that is so funny. And I was like, oh, wow. And my friends was like,
you said
yo.
Tip in that video so many times.
Because it was necessary. It was so necessary.
This is when YouTube was the only platform for video at this time. Facebook was around, but you couldn't post videos on there. Twitter, you were always going to YouTube. So this video went crazy.
Yeah. By accident. Like, it wasn't really.
What do you mean by accident?
I mean, we just got together. Like, I didn't write nothing down. It was just like, hold the camera up and let's see what happens.
Really?
Really. Honestly.
So you were just having fun?
Yeah. We shot it at my girl Justine. My girl Justine Brown's house, her apartment, and Anthony Rose had a camera.
Yep. He went to my college.
And that's about it.
And that thing went crazy viral. And you and Tiny talked.
Yeah, well, she was cast in Meet the Blacks.
Mm-hmm.
And they pretty much said, we're going to have Bresha do Tiny when Tiny's standing in front of her. And I said, guys, y'all want to give me a shot. So we talked to each other, and she was like, stop doing that. You know, it's like, okay. And then I had to do it on the camera, and it was like, and that's even more embarrassing.
Oh, man.
Then you're trying to respect a person's wishes, and then they're in the scene, and we're improv, and she's like, do Tiny. Bresha, do the Tiny in Tiny's face.
That's black people on set.
Black people.
Only black people make... We will do that dance to children, to adults. Once we know the thing you're good at, do that. Do the Tiny.
Because that's what. Watch this. It's embarrassing.
We do that to kids on their birthday. Do that dance for Nana. You know she's about to pass on. So a little bit later, you go on Sherman's Showcase, and you play Anita Baker and Mary J. Blige, and you do impressions of them as well.
Yeah, I didn't know I could do that either.
How do you even figure this? How do you find out you can do Anita Baker impersonation?
Well, the funny thing is, when I was with Diallo on set of Marlon, we were goofy. You know, we had known each other for a minute because I did his pilot for HBO like years ago. So we were always goofing off and trying stuff. And so Tony Braxton came on while I was getting my I was going through glam. And I was like, I was like, what the fuck is she saying? I never know what she's saying. And he was like, oh my God, Bresha, I'm doing the show and you have to do something with that. It's amazing. I was like, what was amazing?
Funniest thing Tony Braxton said, when she said, can't stop thinking about, she never pronounced that word. She was like, forget them last three letters. She got to a bow, and that was, I can't stop thinking about. She forgot that you and T?
Yes, and
forget about it.
And she meant it. No, I can't stop thinking. Like, she hit the mic. It was necessary. So we started, riffing off of that, and he was like, we got to do something with that. And so when he came up to me, and he was like, Anita Baker. Think about this. I was like, Anita Baker is the first Tony Braxton. If there was no Anita Baker, there would be no Tony Braxton. So I was like, I can just use that and flip it. And then I was like, Anita Baker is actually more funnier because she's doing a modern dance when she sings. Yeah. Like she's like it's always like she does this like release. And I just was watching the videos and I was like, this is going to be so much fun.
Oh,
I said, give me a
man.
sequence dress, a snazzy little wig, and I'm going to, It's so fun. And then we get to go in the booth and we sing. Like, I get to, like, perfect her voice.
Yeah.
And the mic, and that's so much fun. Living my pop star dreams, honestly. And I was like, I've done it. And I'm in there like this. I mean, they should really just release that footage, because me in the booth as these people, you would think I got a whole album coming out.
Right.
Mary J. Blige was like, I was doing the thing, and I was like, in the booth, they was like, she's getting ready. She's in her vote, you know. And I use that as inspiration.
So how's your Mary sound?
My Mary?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me see. How do I do my Mary? You know, well, first I got to get it ready.
Yes.
You know, because, you know, like the thing about Mary is she just wants you to understand everything she's saying. It's serious. You know, everything. Let's get it crunk on the trunk, on in his dance ring. You know, it's like once I realized that she's in a drama.
She is.
She's in a drama the whole time.
That's why she could do the crispy chicken song.
Yes.
She's not laughing.
No.
She's dead is serious about crispy chicken, fresh lettuce,
Yes.
3 cheeses and ranch dressing.
Yes.
She's not playing.
It was gold.
Fantastic.
It's fantastic. Be chicken and lettuce and granted this pop right up, sign up, like sign up. You know, when she be on Power, she be like, Tariq, like she right there with you.
You know, this isn't in here, but Angel told me about your one-woman show, and I wish I could have seen it, because how entertaining you are right now. There's so much
I told you I'm crazy,
in
Kevin.
your mind.
It's just nuts. I'm really,
You don't need other actors and actresses.
Yeah, I can do it all by myself.
Just give me put the light on me. Yeah. And everybody watch this. I'm gonna give you a whole hour and a half.
Yeah, I had a lot of characters that I live with normally, and they come out. And I was like, Angel, I've got to do something with it.
Man.
So I did it. I got Beverly. I've got lots of people.
Okay, so let's go back to hold on. Angel said you had this one-woman show, this song. Oh, my God. What was it called? Something about, it was the woman's reproductive organ.
Oh, my rock ballad.
Yes.
Yeah, my rock ballad. A reproductive organ. Oh, that's so sweet. I was like,
Reproductive organ. My pussy. Yes, I made a song about my vagina that I need to re-release because it's clear it needs to be back out. People need to be talking about their pussies, men as well. No one should tell us what to do with our pussies. Okay?
Do you remember any of how that song went?
Of course, it's my motto.
Oh, she's preparing.
Oh, you thought this was going to be just a normal interview.
No, I was woefully unprepared for the tsunami that is Bresha Webb.
Get ready.
I want to take a break from the show to talk to you about Athletic Greens, something that has, increased my quality of life since I started drinking it regularly, okay, every day, all right? I want better gut health, all right? I want more energy, okay? I hated taking pills and vitamins, and I wanted something that actually tastes good. I want to see what the hype was all about, okay? So what is Athletic Greens, all right? With one delicious scoop, I'm just saying one delicious scoop of AG1, you're absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source ingredients, probiotics, and adaptogens. And that's going to start your day off right, okay? And here's the good part. It contains less than 1 gram of sugar, no GMOs, and supports mental clarity and alertness, okay? And Athletic Greens has over 7,000 5-star reviews, recommended by professional athletes and trusted leading health experts like Tim Ferriss and Michael Gervais. For every purchase, AG donates to organizations that help get nutritious food to kids in need. In 2020, AG donated over 1.2 million meals to children. You talk about making a difference in the community. You talking about AG1 aka Athletic Greens. All right, here you go. Listen to this. Right now, it's time to reclaim your health and arm your immune system with a convenient daily nutrition. It's just 1 scoop in a cup of water every day. That's it. No need for a million different pills and supplements to look out for your health. To make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you 1 free year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you got to do is go to athleticgreens.com/stage. Okay, that's athleticgreens.com/stage to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance. All right? Get your life in order. Get your gut health in order. Now back to the show.
Get ready. Okay. Now this song.
Okay.
This song came actually from a sermon. Yeah, I was at church. And, God spoke. He spoke, and, I was dating this person, and, and God said, you got to get out of there.
Okay.
The word spoke very clearly, and he said, you can't keep making the same mistakes over and over again. Nobody told you to sleep on his blow-up mattress. And I said, she's talking to me. She's talking to me. She said, you don't know who you are. You keep doing stuff. And I said, there's a song here. And so I wrote it, and I went right on stage at the J Spot, and that's where I premiered it.
Really?
I said, I got to give this a shot tonight.
Wow.
And, it goes a little something like this.
Okay.
You want what you are. You are a canvas of life. You must retrain your pussy, 'cause your pussy don't know which way to go. So you got to take control. 'Cause time after time, you keep making the same mistakes, hoping these niggas will last in the end. But you got to learn, my friend, to think from your heart and not from your pussy. Think from your heart and not from your pussy. Think from your heart and not from your pussy. Because your pussy don't know which way to go. I said your pussy don't know which way to go. So you got a plan for the future. And that is the job. That is the job.
The fact that somebody preached a sermon, okay, it pierced your heart, and your mind took that sermon, recalibrated it, and this is what I took from this message. Thank you. You went to the comedy show, and that came out.
Yes.
God is no respecter of persons.
Listen.
As long as
and people lost it. They were like, sing it again! They were like, I needed this tonight. When you got black people saying I needed this tonight, I was like, I'm on fire.
You're giving a message too.
I was like, this is ordained. God's work.
That's so much. Angel's saying it, but she doesn't do it any justice.
Yeah,
I also see how y'all are friends.
Because we're crazy.
I see how y'all minds was like Goku and Vegeta. Y'all get up here, and then just a ball of ridiculousness is created. Yeah. I can see it now. I never saw it as clear as until this interview. Well, I thought it was just because y'all was actors and actresses in Hollywood. Y'all are kindred spirits. Okay. On the television side of your career, you had multiple guest starring roles on various shows. I'm going to list a few, and I want you to just describe that experience in 5 words or less.
Okay.
Okay. Private practice.
A teenage mother getting her baby taken away. That was lots of words, but teenage.
Okay. Weeds.
Weed.
Grey's Anatomy.
Crying mother.
Black AF.
A funny lady.
Okay, let's just continue that thought. We'll go to your movies now.
Oh, okay.
Meet the Blacks.
Weed.
Right along too.
Titties.
Night School.
Kevin and Tiffany.
Oh, what a good time.
It was a good time.
All right, so give us 1 second, Trey. Oh, Trey, y'all can go in my office right to the left. Yep. Yeah. Cut that out. Whoever's editing this, I appreciate you. You're doing a good job. I'm glad you work here.
Great job.
I'm glad to be connected. Have you taken your 10-minute break? Take your 10. Take 12. All right. So let's go back to some of your other work.
Okay.
Where did your character Beverly Uggams come from?
Beverly Uggams. She lives in me. In my soul, I am a funeral singer.
Really?
I am a lounge singer that never made it. And now I sing at funerals. And she comes out from time to time. And, yeah. She's an old lady. And
what does she sound like?
Beverly Uggams.
The fact that your brain can pull these out so quickly.
Yeah, because she lives there. There's a sugar on my taint. Always sweet, not sour.
Oh my God.
Just right out the shower. Guess what's for lunch? Me! Yeah! Sugar! Oh, in my taint!
It's really impressive that you were not like on Saturday Night Live or Mad TV.
Oh, they tried it. They tried it.
Really?
Yep, they tried it.
What happened?
It just wasn't it. It just I'm funny. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. They don't deserve it.
They don't deserve it.
They don't deserve it. I told someone earlier, they worked for SNL, I was like, I deserve to host and take it over. I am not there to be my characters, my brilliance stolen. Nope.
Let's go.
No, I'm going to host.
Big ovary energy in here.
Yes.
Big O's.
Good, big O's. I
Put
was like,
them O's on the table and said, boy, I'll come back when I'm promoting my movie. Want me to work for you?
yeah,
Y'all want my name in the note card.
I want my monologue. And it's ready.
So now we've only getting to your leading stuff now.
Oh,
Okay, so let's talk about the role of Yvette on the show Marlon.
Mm-hmm.
What was that audition process? What was the show like? What was that experience?
Well, it was a long experience, actually, because Marlon and I have known each other for years.
Mm-hmm.
He found me doing stand-up.
Yeah.
And, it's all God, really, because I was driving down the street, like, years. Like, I think I was in college, and I saw him in his Range Rover, and we were at a red light. And I turned to him, and I said, "You're Marlon Wayans." And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "We're going to work together, okay?" And he was like, "Okay."
Wow.
And I was like, "I'm Bresha Webb. I'll see you on set." Just craziness.
Wow.
That I say. And so he sees me on stage, and he goes, "You look so familiar." I said, "I met you at a red light, and I told you I was going to see you on set, and we are going to work together." He was like, "Man, you are so funny. I do remember that."
Wow.
And so then we became friends and, just jokes and stuff like that. And then, I had gone out for a couple of his other movies and gotten really close. And he was like, "This isn't it, but something's going to happen. I know it." And so when Yvette came around, the show Marlon, I was on Truth Be Told. And I was crying because the show was ending. And I was like, "Oh, my God, we're canceled. And the casting director came up, like casting and producers and people from NBC was like, "We have something else coming, and we have something for you. There's something coming, Marlon. We see it already. It's fine." And I was like, "Okay, but let the Lord use you because I want another check." And so, so Marlon hit me up. He was like, "We got this role. I need you to go in there and kill it. Just go read both characters if you can." Went in there and killed both of them. He said, "Well, I think Yvette's going to be great. You should be Yvette, like she's the Pam. And I'll be the Martin." And I was like, "Okay, let's do it."
Wow.
So
did you go back to that moment when you were on set? Like, did you go back to younger Bresha and be like, "Girl, you was right"?
Yeah, but I don't, I really never take a moment back usually and go, "Oh my God, like I really manifested this. Like this is what I really wanted." I'm just so like, oh my God, it's my line. It's my turn. You know, like I'm just scared shitless. But, you know, it was great. But like, you know, Marlon is just, he is that person.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't know that about him. Like he's like very like spiritual in the way that he speaks. And it's like, you know, pushing you to go.
Yeah.
Like he's just like, you can do this, Bresha. Do you remember? Like, I'm just like, I don't need this pep talk right now. I need us to go on set. But, you know, yeah, it was pretty cool. That's the process.
So how did you get the leading lady in Sextuplets?
Marlon told me I had finished my one-woman show, which he pressured me to do. Because I was like, I don't know, I just feel like everybody doesn't know really me. You know, he was like, you need to do a show. And I was like, okay, how does that happen? Figure it out. So I did it. And so it was I had went and did, I was in New York doing The Last OG, filming that.
Yep.
And he came to New York and he was going up at Caroline's. And I was like, oh, I'll come and support, you know, come see you. I'm literally sitting there as he's about to, you know, it's like waiting backstage. And he was like, Bresha, you going to open up for me? And I was like, excuse me? I was like, I haven't done stand-up since my show.
Right.
It's August now, so what the fuck are you talking about? I haven't even learned lines of my lines. Right. And he was like, just go up there and kill it. You're going to be great. I was like, oh, shit. So, like, literally, they're calling my name.
Oh, this was right? Oh, I would have pissed.
I did. I sharted a bit.
Oh, my God.
I did. It was like, he was like, you about to open up for me. Are you?
That day?
That moment. Like, I'm coming like, hey, Marlon, what's up? What's good? Tiffany, everybody, like, yeah, what's up? Yeah, we going to get something. Bresha, you opening up. Bresha, coming to the stage. You know her from.
God! So you didn't have a chance to
Gather?
say no. You was just.
I didn't. Moving fast on my feet. So I go on stage like, hey, y'all. Full room, you know, and everybody's just like,
wow.
And so by the end of the set, I closed it with Think From Your Heart, and everybody was on their feet, and they were like, not from your pussy. And I was like, I won. I did it.
I won.
I won. And Marlon's like nodding at me backstage, and he's like, all right, cool. And we go to dinner with the whole team and everybody, and he's like, I got this movie coming out, and I want you to be in it. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, I want you to play my wife. It's going to be weird, because we've been hating each other on the show for so long. Yeah. But it's going to be fine. He was like, you proved yourself today. He was like, I'm sick of you being in the back.
So that was your audition?
That was my audition.
Dang. Yeah. Now we're now in offer-only world.
Listen, Father God said, you go to the front. My team was like, so we got this offer. I said, look, if the Lord wants to use them, let him use them. He told me to do my homework. I was ready. I showed up ready. You stay ready. You ain't got to get ready.
Hey, that's what they said.
I had an outfit that I had on. It looked good. I was ready.
There you go.
You know.
So before we get to the actual present, tell us, you worked with Tyler Perry on Acrimony, and then the lead in Fall from Grace. What was it like working with the Tyler Perry?
The Tyler Perry. He is just a moving machine. I mean, I don't know how a person can be with you and with so many different things all at the same time.
Yeah.
He's just, but you move in that way. Like you're very, you know, like, you know, I'm a one-track mind type of person. I could be thinking about something, but usually it's food. Yeah, but, you know, like he's like with you and giving you direction. I don't know, like the whole act of doing Acrimony, I didn't meet him until I got on set.
Really?
No, I didn't meet him until I got on set. And then it was just very, you know, it was just I can't explain. It was a very spiritual thing. It was just like, I trust you. And everything's going to be crazy. And you're going to catch up.
Wow.
It was just a trust. And the same thing with Fall from Grace. He was just like, he gave me some notes. He told me what he wanted. And that was just weird, too.
Yeah.
Because he just offered it as well. Like, he's just a man that's just like, God told me to do this.
I remember when I saw that, I was like, I mean, because obviously I've been following your career since I discovered you in 2012.
But we met in person. Do you remember that?
I feel like it's hazy.
We met at a screening. Anthony introduced me to you.
What was the screening for? Was it at full screen?
It was.
I know it was within the first 6 months of me moving to LA.
Yeah, you had just gotten there.
Yeah, you, Chris Sosa, Issa Rae, Denise Davis, Simone Shepherd. You guys are like the first 5 people I met in the industry, so I never will forget that. But I was going to so many events and being like,
yeah, hey,
I'm networking. I am networking. I am the worst networker ever. I hate it.
I remember the moment though.
Really? Tell me.
I remember meeting you, and you were like my whole family. We were just, went on that. God told me to move here, and this is what we're doing. And I was like, praise the Lord, amen. I'm gonna join you right there. I'm like, yes, He did. He told you to come here. You gonna make it work. It's gonna be great. And I remember we was just in front of the screen. They were trying to tell us to sit down, and I was like, no, we are praying for a miracle. It's gonna happen. I know it is. I remember that.
That's hilarious.
One thing I knew about Kevin, he was going to take over the industry. He was going to have his own studio, and he loved Jesus.
Listen, and even when I cuss, no, I ain't changed. Because Angel Bresha love him too, but they cuss. Who was cussing in the
Angel
Bible?
don't cuss as much as I do. No. I'm a heathen. And Jesus knows it.
He knows it.
He knows it. He made me this way. He did. He said that one, she gonna do something.
So let's talk about your current series, where you is the, and it's aptly titled "Run the World."
Yeah.
Tell everyone about the show, your experience. We're just so happy for you.
Oh,
but tell them from your point of view, because you on the networks now.
I'm on the network.
And your name come up in the beginning.
Amen.
That's the solo title card.
He did it.
Bresha Webb. Ain't nobody's name gonna be on with yours.
Yeah, I think it's interesting to go from I'm Unique and now to Renee. It's just so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's like all of these jobs have kind of prepared me for this, and they've all just been a part of it. Like Renee is my middle name, so
really,
yes,
Bresha's Renee Webb.
Yes,
now I can extend it.
Bresha's Renee Webb. Yeah. So it's like when I read the breakdown, I was like, she has a Chihuahua. She's a Chihuahua personality. I was like, a little fucked.
Renee, you are kind of like a Chihuahua.
I am.
You are small, but Chihuahuas don't. The thing about it, they don't know they're small.
No.
They just are small.
Yes.
But they think they're big and loud.
I am. I don't know what you're talking about. People are like, you're so little. I'm like, fuck you. I'm so big. I'm a giant.
Oh my gosh. So I imagine you've had success, and you are currently having success, and you will continue to have success. In your mind, what is the next phase of your career? Because this is 10 years?
Mm-hmm.
This is just like the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Roughly. What do you think the next 5, 10, 15 years looks like? Or what would you want it to look like?
I'm just getting started. I feel like there's a whole group of people that haven't even really seen all of me.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't even seen all of me.
Mm-hmm.
So like movies and, like I really want to do like action. I want to do more comedies.
I could see you in an action comedy.
I'm really clumsy. So that's something I want to conquer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to, I want to Thor it up. I want to do some stuff.
Thor it up?
I want to Thor it up.
You could be in the Marvel Universe?
Yeah, I want to be in that. I want to do some stuff. I want action figure. I got dreams. Like there's a whole bunch of people that just don't know me.
Man.
Like, like I want to play with Adam Sandler
yeah.
and the Will Ferrells
yeah.
and all of them. Like they would fucking love me.
They would.
I'm crazy.
You are.
And they deserve Bresha. These people deserve me. And I'm going to give it to them.
If you've never heard of Bresha before today, and this is the first thing, you'd be like, this woman has lost it. But also, I'm intrigued. I mean, all these voices, characters singing, the stories, this is all one How do you remain sane? All this, is it going all the time in your mind? You'd be like, hush up, Uggums. All right, you go. It's just like, how do you streamline it?
I don't know. I think my fiance is kind of awful. Like,
right.
like he's just looking at me like awfully like, what? Bresha, can you come out? Bresha.
It's like that movie. Oh, Ken, what's the movie from M. Night Shyamalan's?
M. Night Shyamalan?
Where the dude had all the personalities and they was all going for the light. And then Bruce Willis was in it and Sam Jackson. It was
They on the beach.
No, he yes. where he had all them characters in there and they all fighting for the light. Split.
Oh, I love Split.
That's what you
I saw myself in that. I saw myself in that.
Because they all trying to go for the light.
Yeah.
And then you could be like, nah, Uggums.
No,
the little boy got the light right. We have voiceover work right now. He getting us paid.
Yeah.
But you going to have your chance. The little boy got to go back. Uggums is up here.
Yeah, that's how I feel my life is. But when I go home, I'm really chill.
Oh, I know. I can imagine that.
Yeah, I'm chill.
I can imagine that.
And then people are like, oh, you just turned it on. I'm like, I am on. My name should be on. Okay?
Okay, before we let you go, Kev's top 10.
Okay.
We ask these questions to every guest. All we ask is that you answer quickly and answer honestly.
All right.
Number 1, who's your favorite person?
Jesus. I'm an easy person.
Jesus can be your favorite person.
Okay. Yeah, my favorite person. I have so many favorite people, but that's the one I talk to.
Jesus. There you go. What's one of your happiest moments?
Happiest?
Mm-hmm.
When I got engaged.
Oh, that was a moment. What's one of your saddest moments?
My daddy.
Okay. We talking grits.
Okay.
Sugar or salt and pepper?
Salt and pepper. Stop playing.
Sweet potato pie or pumpkin pie?
Sweet potato pie.
Wow, there we was going.
And my mama's.
Your mama specifically?
My mama's.
You having the strings in it?
No.
All right, I like teacher.
We pick those out.
Some people don't do that.
And that's weird.
And some people be like, my mama's is the best, and it's not. Some people's mom's sweet potato pie
Some
is
people don't
terrible.
wash their hands when they cooking, and that's weird.
That's true.
And they don't clean their chick. They clean it with soap. Did you see that?
I did see dishwasher liquid.
Dishwasher. I've seen it all.
Man.
Or you could be like, what's her name, Paula Patton?
Yeah.
Just putting that right out the goddamn casing into the frying pan, no flour, springing it on there like
was naked.
salt. I said, what the hell? And it was raw. Killing her child like that. And the kids. I swear by God, when I have kids, my kids ain't going to school with these people.
Okay, this is my favorite question. Favorite black saying?
Oh, there's so many.
There's so many.
Favorite black saying? Well, mine. Won't he do it?
Won't he do it?
Mm-hmm.
Won't he will?
Won't he will?
What excites you?
What? Talent.
What bores you?
Lack of talent.
I knew you was going there. Last one. What do you want your legacy to be?
That I made people smile.
Oh, I think you've done that plenty of time. Ladies and gentlemen, the very talented Bresha Webb. Bresha, tell the people where they can find you, what to look forward to you on, where they could see you, all these things.
Oh, well, I'm Bresha Webb, and I'm on the Insta. You know, I post stuff on there sometimes. Bresha Webb. And only one E. I'm on TikTok trying to get into that life. I don't have the attention span to do it, but figuring it out. I'm on shows. I'm on TV. I'm in movies. I'm on Netflix. Just look me up. I'm there, and I have a song.
Download it.
And apparently I found that out today, and I feel really famous. But yeah, I'm everywhere.
Bring that up.
Because it's gold, and I am never going to come down from this moment. Okay? Someone invested time in my name and what I give, and they made a song about it, and it's catchy. I can't wait to share it with the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bresha Webb, please check her out on social media. More importantly, check out her shows.
Yes, Run
She's
the World
very
on
talented.
Stars.
On
okay?
Star, right here, Bresha.
Second,
This
this one. Run the World on Stars. I play Renee. Second season's going to be fire. First season's already out.
There you go.
You can watch it right now.
Isn't CP on the second season?
Yes.
Comedian CP, who's also a friend of the show. He's been on here. She's on there too. Y'all check out her show, man. We'll see you next time. Peace.